this is Sandra. I've been Queen of Tax Deeds with your Tip Tuesday. So I spent a few hours working with one of my students, and I realized one of the issues that was really messing him up was that he was jumping around from county to county without quite understanding one auction and the way their file system works before moving on to the next one. So you want to first, when you're first learning this stuff, kind of hone your skills in on one county before you move on to the next. So don't start jumping around looking for different counties, because that's just going to overwhelm you, because you're constantly trying to learn their different websites and how they work. It's much easier if you pretty much start with just the first county. Do your research, with as much as you can figure out or and get good at that one first before you move on to another one. Because when you move on to another county, you're now having to learn that county's website. And for those of us that are doing stuff in Florida, there's 67 counties in Florida. So there's a lot of different websites to try to learn. The most important way, the best way to start learning how to do your research when it comes to looking up properties in the tax deed sale is learn the mechanics of what you need to find first. Don't try to learn the website per se. We're just trying to learn what we need to know. Later, we learn the websites. Okay? Learning the websites comes later. You don't have to be a technology guru and know how to navigate all these websites before you learn how to do the research. So try to concentrate on the research end of it first, and then later, once you know the research, you're trying to learn different websites. So that's a huge tip I give you, because otherwise you completely mess yourself up if you're jumping around from site to site, constantly trying to learn how their property appraiser works, how their clerk of the court works, how their tax collector's website works. Then before you've learned that one really well, you're on to another site because you're looking up other properties coming up in a different auction. So try to get better at one auction. So the way my program is designed, I show you off of that one auction. And then after that, we move on to another auction. So everybody's skill set and level of learning is different, so we kind of go at your own level. So that's my tip. Then another question I had a student ask me about was, what is the third-party bidder? So if you're on an online auction, you'll see it might say third-party bidder. So the third-party bidder is, sorry, I got a little cross hanging from my mirror and it's like swinging in front of you. I'm trying to multitask and do this video because I spent so much time with one of my students that I didn't have time to do my Tip Tuesday video until now. And it's almost evening time. So anyway, I want to get it out of the way so I can upload this video for you guys. But anyway, that says third-party bidder. So what's the third-party bidder? So the third-party bidder, you'll only see that after the property is sold at the auction. So if you see it says third-party bidder, that means the property already sold at the auction and a third party purchased it, right? The first party is I don't know who they define as the first and second party. So the first party might be the owner, the second party might be the clerk of the court, and maybe the third party is the actual bidder. Anyway, just know third party means someone bought it at the auction. That's why they call it third party. Okay, somebody purchased it at the auction. Another thing, I'm giving you a couple of tips in this video, is you don't want to waste time doing things. You don't want to waste time when you're doing your research. So one way to waste your time is looking at the property too far ahead of the auction. So for example, if you see a property coming up on the auction on Thursday, you should not be driving to go look at it on the weekend before Thursday, because you want to give yourself at least 2 or 3 days before the auction to go drive these properties, because otherwise they end up getting redeemed. Redeemed means the homeowner paid off the taxes. So you're going to waste a lot of time going to see them 4 or 5 days, 6 days, or 7 days away from before the auction, because the homeowner has time to redeem the properties. And a lot of people wait till the last minute to redeem it. They'll wait till like 2 days out or 1 day out from the sale to redeem the property. So you don't want to end up having done the research and gone out to go see the property, and then the person redeemed the property. So just be really careful about that too. So we do not want to research properties too far in advance of the sale. Otherwise, we're going to end up doing a whole lot of work for nothing. And we don't like doing work for nothing, right? Not a good idea. So always give yourself a couple of days to do the research. Don't do it too far out. Okay, so that's another tip there to save you some time. All right, so that is my Tip Tuesday this Tuesday. And happy investing, and let me know if you have any other questions. Bye.